Another memory I have with Elena is when we would go to these raves when we were younger, about 15, 16. She was known as like the fangirl. She would always bring her fans, and people knew her for this, you know. And some of the happiest times I've seen her in her life was there at these shows, being able to express herself and dancing, and really some of the craziest times of my life as well. Really opening myself up and figuring out who I am and um, like she really helped me to see, you know. And some of the most powerful people that I know in my life are also having some of the biggest issues, or some of the more creative people in the world in general, uh, have a lot of issues, have a lot of things that they have to deal with, you know. And yeah, Elena was an example of this, you know. She had so much beauty and so much light, you know, and as well darkness, you know. um, I always am gonna remember. For me, my strongest memories with her are going to these events, and to the festival, to All Good, to these raves, and seeing her express herself there in these moments. Um, she's such a big part of my life. I will never forget Elena Jehi. And I also, her family. You guys are really a big part of my heart and my life. And I still tell stories everywhere I travel around the world. Elena is a part of my stories because of these powerful key points that helped me to get to where I am. I'm always, even before this happened, I'm always telling everybody stories about Elena. So her story is living on with me and my story everywhere I go. And I only remember the beautiful things about her. And I didn't spend that much time with her in the last 8 years, you know, when she was, living her life in Philadelphia or in New Jersey. I've been traveling and I didn't talk with her too much. Um, and me, her, and Stephanie were like the three musketeers. You know, we were always hanging out together and traveling together. Um, and I'm really heartbroken, to be honest. It's a weird reality. You know, it's a strange world, and there's so much beauty and darkness and pain in the world, and it's like a paradox. I'm just so happy I got to spend time and I got to learn from her when we were younger. Um, Another really cool story was like she was so intelligent, you know. In our middle school, I remember I spent a whole week working on this project in my science class in seventh grade. To build an atom, you have to build an atom out of anything you can figure out. You make an atom diagram in any way you want, right? It took me a whole week, as well as everyone else, to make this project. Took weeks for some people. Elena came in the same morning in homeroom, um, freaking out. Oh, the project's due. Asking people for gum. She's like, "Do you have any gum? Do you have any gum?" Going to the teachers, going in other classrooms, asking for gum, for wrappers, gum packages. She created a whole diagram of an atom within 30 minutes of homeroom before homeroom ended, with gum wrappers and the packages of the gum, and got an A plus, like 100% on this project that took other people like a whole week to make. This is just one example of the kind of things that she would do. She's a very intelligent person, very magical person. I'm never gonna forget Elena. She's always gonna be a part of my life. There's so many things that I want to say. I really love her a lot, and I love you guys. Sarangheo. I always remember Elena. And this life is just a dream. For everyone that's listening, we're all gonna die eventually, and this life is just a dream. And all of the people we love and that we know are all sooner than later are all gonna be back to spirit. We're all going back to spirit. And Elena was also like, she used to live in Hawaii and California, and these are both places that after I graduated high school, I went to both of these places. I lived in Hawaii and California, and I thought about it later in my life. It's weird, crazy. Like my best friend that helped me to start traveling, helped me get into the Grateful Dead, helped me find out who I am and experience parts of myself in a higher dimensions. This same person was lived in these places, you know, and then she had spent her whole life in New Jersey. But it's just kind of trippy. Like I feel so connected with her, and even though I didn't speak that much with her in the last 8 years, I did hang out with her last year a bit. I went to pick her up, and I brought her to get some food, and that was the last time I seen her. Um, But yeah, so many things I could say. I really love her, and thank you everybody who is there. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I'm here in Australia. I just got here from Asia, um, and I wish I could be there. Uh, yeah, thank you for listening. Aloha.